Good morning, everybody. March 30th, 2022. Recapping yesterday's timing windows. First one early in the morning, we were in a little bit of a flat between this high and this low, a little bit of sideways going through into the beginning of the window. We did get a retest of this low right on this timer that triggered a good long entry. The end of the window, we got a fake out red bar reversal, but then it ended up being the midpoint. Remember the midpoint rule on this. That one played out to a T. So we did actually get a new high also inside of that window. Going into the next window, after this high was made, we had a strong push down, retrace back to the beginning of that window. Remember, beginning and endings of window are often good trigger points, so we got a short trigger there. The first timer inside that window ended up being a midpoint, so that told you where the end of the move would be. The second timer here gave a long trigger. That was a nice rally point. So that was it for yesterday's windows. We do not have a window today. Let's take a look at a couple pH projections. Got a nice clean overnight high and low to project forward. The overnight high is gray gray. That projects to here to the 852 area. The overnight low is here on this yellow yellow P1 P2 block. That projects to about noon in the afternoon. I'm going to also throw out some rainbow triggers. Here's the rainbow. Remember the rainbow rule. We're looking for the white and bright green even panels, A2, A4, A6, A8, and then the other opposite color on top of that in the odd number panels. So we just had a short trigger right here on the A8. The next one comes on A1, A2 right here. That's going to be about 655. Then on the A8 window, we actually have an A8 triggering at 815. Then the small A2 window is triggering at 836. I'm tying that in to the second white A7 here as we overlap with the A8. So we've got an overlap trigger there. Then here we've got one, actually two here. I forgot to mark. That is at 923 just before the open. Be careful there. And then the A4 is at 955. And then we've got the 1219, 1311, and this one here is going to be a little late in the day. Probably going to avoid looking at anything in that area there. So there you have it. That's it for today. We will be back again on Thursday with another video, and we'll see you then.